Am I the asshole for not checking my F28 car sooner for my friend's F28 passport? So this happened a couple of days ago, but it's been on, off playing on my mind and I don't know if I'm the asshole or not. My boyfriend moved into my place a few months ago, but we've been taking the move slowly, decorating the spare room to be his game room, etc. We've both been on annual leave this week, specifically to spend time together as my boyfriend works night shift 2 weeks of the month and we wanted to progress the move a bit more. We planned that on Wednesday, we'd visit his parents to collect the main items of furniture, desk, tables, lamps, and some clothes. Here is where the issue starts. My friend, F28, messaged me at 8:45 in the morning to ask me to check if her passport was in my car, as she thinks she lost it when our friends were all out together and her bag tipped over in my car, spilling everything inside it. I should point out that this night out was over 2 months ago in March, and this is the first time she's asked about the passport. I didn't see the message straight away as my boyfriend and I were sleeping in a little. My friend knew I was off work on leave, and when we got up, we went straight into sorting things with the house to take rubbish to the dump before bringing more of his things over. She messaged again at 12 p.m. saying, could I check this today, because she needed to go for a new one tomorrow. So I messaged back at that point to say that I had been in and out of my car a lot since that night, including going in and out the back of the car with my dog, and I hadn't seen a passport, but that of course I would check again and have a more thorough look. This is where I might be ta. My boyfriend and I drove through to his parents and I forgot to check the back of the car properly before leaving. When we arrived an hour later, taking separate cars for space, my dog, 8-month-old male, had an accident in the back seat and peed everywhere. He's never done anything like it before, so it was surprising. I had to stop at the nearest shop to get cleaning supplies, then I cleaned my car out in the middle of a retail car park while ensuring my dog was safe. Then I drove to my boyfriend's parents' house where I immediately checked the back of my car, but as I suspected, there was no passport. I messaged my friend to let her know after I'd checked, which didn't happen until 4:45 p.m., but I apologized for this, saying it had been a hectic day. My friend messaged me back saying, I would have appreciated hearing that earlier, to be honest. I get it's busy, but it would have taken 5 minutes. I've spent the whole day hoping it was there so I could avoid changing our flights. Thanks for checking X. I was a bit shocked, and I know this friend can be quite prickly at times, but I thought I'd completed the favor she asked, which was to check that day, and I did. I also feel like I had my own plans that day that were important, and I did give her a strong indication earlier in the day that it wasn't there. Am I the asshole because I didn't check my car sooner? Edit. Some commenters seem to think my friend is going on a trip soon, and to be honest, I have absolutely no idea if she is. She asked me to check that day saying, because I need to go for a new one tomorrow, so I assumed she was getting a new passport. She only mentioned changing the flights when I told her the passport wasn't in my car. I have no other information regarding her situation other than this. In Ta, she could have called you if she wanted to know that urgently. She could have driven over to look herself while you guys were busy at one of the houses. Sounds to me like she's just upset because she screwed up and is taking it out on you. Not the asshole. She's the one who left it to the last minute to ask. Last time I had to move furniture, do a dump run after I moved apartments, I forgot to eat. Days when you're doing jobs like that are insanely busy, but you still got back to her by the end of the day. Not the asshole, you said you'd check that day and you did. If she needed you to check immediately, then she should have said this. It's ridiculous that she left it so last minute to even ask about her passport. Not the asshole. If it was that important, she would have asked you before. Not your fault she left it to the last minute. Not the asshole. A lack of planning on her part does not constitute an emergency on yours. You still did her the favor of looking for it and got back to her within a couple of hours, and she didn't even thank you. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my male friend over my period? I, 19, F, was hanging out with a girlfriend, Riley 22F, and about 4 other dudes. The only one that's important is Blake, 21M. On this afternoon I went to the washroom and realized I started my period and had no products. Damn it. I went to go ask Riley if she had any pads. She happened to be around all the boys. No problem, I thought, we're all adults. Wrong. As soon as I asked, Blake calls me weird and gross for asking in front of the boys. Total shock comes over my face. I cannot stand the shame around periods and I just snapped. I looked at him directly in his eyes and I told him I was about to chew him out. I asked him along with the other boys, "Do you know what a period is?" it's the only reason you are sitting here right now and the only reason you will have kids in the future if you wish to do that. Periods are vital to human survival, and I will not sit here and feel like a dirty criminal for asking for a product to keep myself clean from a natural bodily function. I don't want to be going through this more than you don't want to hear about it. I have a medical condition which makes this process incredibly painful for me. If I could, I wouldn't have a period, so the least you can do is grow up and give me a little respect of not making me feel like I'm doing something wrong for asking for a simple product. Just keep in mind, periods happen all the time and benefit all of us, yet you only have to hear about it every once in a while we actually have to go through it. I didn't raise my voice, but they all just sat there like they saw a ghost and mumbled out a sad excuse of an apology. No one was mad. Two of the boys there said that it was awesome to stand up for myself like that and he's just immature, but the vibe was kind of off after that. Am I the asshole because I went too far with my words? Should I have just let it be? Additional information. I have PCOS and went 8 years without seeking medical help because I felt shame about my period as a child. No one talked about it. I didn't learn about it in school and my mom didn't tell me about it. I just felt like I shouldn't talk about it, so when I started having problems I just thought it was normal and didn't talk to anyone. I only got diagnosed this year. Because of this I am a big advocate for the end of period stigma, and I just rage when I hear people talk down upon it like it's a terrible thing never to be spoken about. Edit. Thank you guys for the love and support, it means so much. Even though I feel justified in my case, all because of you guys, I will end up apologizing. While I didn't raise my voice or get angry, I still embarrassed him in front of our friends, which I feel bad about. We are going for lunch tomorrow and we will talk it out. I do hope that we can come to common ground and see where we both went wrong. If not, he may not be a person I want in my life going forward, as I know I may end up needing sanitary products in the future. I don't want to feel bad about this again, so if that's what it takes, it'll have to do. Thank you guys again, I appreciate you all so much. Less than 3. Not the asshole. If men can make jokes and laugh about farting and stuff, then they can deal with periods. Not the asshole. I find it surprising how many stories there are like this on Reddit. Back when I was in school, no one made a big deal about periods or their products. Maybe it's changed in the last 30 years. I thought people were more open about stuff though. Absolutely not the asshole. He made it weird by being so immature. Not the asshole. That's a damn good speech you gave. High five to you. Any man who has lived around women shouldn't be grossed out about it. Growing up with a mother and a sister, you get over it quick.